Welcome to the Clifford Nicgorski Show. Today I asked the question, why can't we talk about anything? Why can't we talk about anything? Why are we so weird about things that are normal? For example, in my opinion, this is a perfectly normal thing to say. Yet the people around me were quite shocked and appalled by the things I was saying. We have a guest who's coming to visit us, and he's about 22 years old. A lot of people would say, that fella's young, dumb, and full of cum. I would agree. And so, as I was showing him around, I was like, hey, this is the fridge. There's one human function that it was normal to chime in on. Then I go, here's the shower. Alright. That went over smooth. Then I say, here's the toilet where you take a shit or piss, and that's completely normal. That's another couple bodily functions that need to be maintained. And then before exiting the bathroom area, I turn back and I say, just make sure that if you jizz in the shower, that you make sure it all gets down the drain. And everybody seemed to be shocked and appalled. What gives? Why can't we talk about anything? Why is everyone so immature? When you're 22 and you're on vacation, you tend to jizz in the shower. Okay? It's just the way it goes. Everyone was shocked and appalled. They were going, why, Cliff? Why? Why would you say that? That's horrible. And I said, I'm just being real. And sure enough, a couple days later, I'm looking in the drain and I see some cum balls attached to some pubes or hair in the drain. So it wasn't maintained. And you know what? I blame everybody. I don't blame the person for using the facility in that manner. I just blame the people who were around at the time when I mentioned it. They were so busy being shocked and appalled, they didn't listen to the message. And the message was, you're gonna probably do this in the shower. Make sure that it's all cleared out so I don't have to clean it out. Because I went in there to take a shower and I pull out there's like a little bit of hair in the drain. I go to pull it out and there's cum balls. Dried up cum balls, all mixed in with the hair. And I'm throwing that out with my bare hands. All because nobody wanted to be mature. Nobody wanted to talk about what needed to be talked about. They wanted to act shocked and appalled. Anyways, you know what? You can't win them all. But again, I just asked the question, why can't we talk about anything? I want to talk about a very special kind of guy. This guy is the guy that feels that he's the Joker or Deadpool or one of these comic book type villains, There's just that certain guy. You see him out there on the road. He's got like a Deadpool sticker or like a Joker, the Joker sticker. Sometimes both. And you can tell they've really they feel that they're the real life Joker. Like they identify with the Joker. It's just always fascinating to me. I see them out on the road. I'll pull up. I'll look in the window. And it's usually the guy, I'll be honest, the guy usually has an energy drink. There's typically some kind of a vape situation going on. Okay, I'm just calling it like I see it. The car is usually a car color of a newer car. Like it's like a, I don't know, it's like a 2014 or something, or 2010, 2014. Their car's about 5, 6 years, 7 years old. And it's usually a car color, like they went to the dealership, they don't have the best credit, so the guy goes, we can get you this Kia LaForge, or whatever, you know, and you're going, what kind of car is that? I never even heard of that. And they're going, well, it's either the Kia LaForge or we can get you a Daewoo Laganza, but the color's gonna be like burnt orange, and but we can get it to you cheap. Now, only 2 of the windows are automatic. It could be any 2 windows on the car, but only 2 of the windows will be automatic. You can do 1 rear window, 1 front window, 2 rear windows, 2 front windows, any of those combinations. At this point, you're lucky to have an auxiliary cord. So it's a stupid color. It's a weird car that no one's heard of. There's vaping going on. I don't know what's going on in this guy's head. It's usually like a guy who used to do meth or is currently doing meth. You could, nothing wrong with that, you know, if that's your jam. If you're like meth dude and you cruise around. It's usually a guy who's just used to do it. And they stopped for one reason or another. Maybe they never were that into it, you know. Maybe they aren't full-on addicts, but they had the willpower to stop on their own. But yeah, they typically have the energy drinks, and you look over and it's just like, you're not the Joker, you know. You don't come across as the Joker. I know comedians who within their act, they say that they are the Joker. I knew one guy who was like, I'm like the real life Joker. I was at the movie to see the Joker, and I was sitting in the back, and I kind of have the same laugh. I was like, and the people all around me, they were getting all freaked out because they thought they were with the real Joker. I actually heard that said on stage. I know with the voice you were going, Cliff, I think he's talking about the cholo named Joker. No, he meant the comic book hero Joker. But there is comedians who are out there and they think they're like the Joker, but they're just big nerdy weenies. Weenie of a man. Just a weenie of a man. Out there like, I'm the Joker! Yeah, so that's always fascinating to me. I just want to say cheers to you, and I don't know what you get out of it. I don't know how you got the balls to sit around there and pretend like you're like we think you're the Joker. You think that that's how you're coming across. You think it's working. The people in that movie theater were going, oh my God, Is this like Mongoloids Get In Free Day at the theater? God damn it. Anyways, if you think you're the Joker, just keep it to yourself. Don't do these outward displays and try to sell us on it. Oh, look, can you see? Are you picking it up? Are you picking up that I'm kind of like the Joker? Did you come to that conclusion on your own? Anyways, you big dorks, stop it. Go get a razor, and I'm not going to tell you to kill yourself. That's up to you. But I would at least take the razor and scrape off the Joker sticker or the Deadpool sticker or any other kind of sticker where you're trying to get us to think of you as some kind of a mad genius, crazy person. It ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry. So I was thinking about fast food employees, okay? I understand the fast food employee. I understand that it's a rough job. I think the fast food employee should be paid more than a restaurant employee. Because with a restaurant, it's a higher level of service, but the customers are at least somewhat reasonable. See, the people that go to restaurants, as repulsive as they are, they still go with those expectations to the drive-thru later that night. They're not eating every meal at a nice restaurant. But the difference is the fast food employee has to deal with the people who can't afford, and it's not that, well, you know what it is. They gotta have a bunch of fucking crazy bums and lunatics who wander into Jack in the Box at, whatever, before it closes, all throughout the goddamn day. Same thing with Carl's Jr., any of these places. They're dealing with just complete madness. And people scrounging together a few, 75 cents to get some kind of shit burger. So those people deal with, like, all the regular because Paris Hilton used to be out there, like, I love Taco Bell. I love it. Taco Bell. That was a big thing when Paris Hilton came out, that her and Nicole Richie were, like, all about the fast food and Taco Bell. Fast forward to Carl's Jr. Giving her a lasagna burger, and they put her in the barn on the hot rod. There's some kind of repulsive Paris Hilton, but she supported it. But anyways, the rich and the poor go in there, but the thing is, with the fast food employee, however shitty the job is, you knew what it was. You've been to fast food. You signed up to work there. God bless you. You met with the manager. They went over what the job qualifications were, what the job details were, what you would be expected to do as the employee there. And then they told you how much they were going to pay you. So you took the job knowing all of this. And it's a hard job, and it's a shitty job. And that's not... I have a lot of respect for it, for the people that can do those jobs and maintain a good attitude. When I get somebody with a good attitude in a fast food establishment, it's our job as the customer to turn on the fucking charm. Do you have any idea how hard it is for these people to be polite by the time they get to you? how many horrible, obnoxious, repulsive, just purely insane people they've had to deal with before they got to you. So I think that's just a rule in general. If you come across someone being polite, just know that it ain't easy. It's hard work to be polite. Usually I don't know why people take it for granted when they come across a polite person or someone who's just trying to like make the best out of a situation. Don't you know that we can all lose our fucking minds? I usually go really polite, and then if the person wants to tear apart the social contract, the second you're rude to me after I'm fighting to be polite, I get very rude. Now we got a whole new situation. I take on a whole different demeanor. Okay, fine. You want to tear apart the social contract. It's not worth it to you to maintain? Alright, well then let's have fun like we're in fucking prison then. Let's be animals then. Let's do this. But I go into to get fast food, and of course you shouldn't be expecting, nothing's changed that much, but things are changing. It seems like the young people that get jobs in fast food, they're doing it only to appease maybe their parents, or knowing damn well that if they get fired, they can collect unemployment. So it's kind of like they're just running out the clock. Like, sure, I'll take the job. Yeah. Because they're becoming very rude and upset with the customer, I notice. And like, yeah, fuck you. Yeah. Like they're these essential workers, and that gives them carte blanche to be rude to us now. Like, hey, you need us more than we need you. The problem is that at some point it becomes not worth it for us either. So now nobody goes. And you know what? I like that. I think that would be good for society. I think that the fast food industry needs to die. It's not healthy. It's toxic all around. The food's toxic. The atmosphere's toxic. The job itself is toxic. Nobody wants to be doing it. But it blows my mind that that they feel like they're justified in being really rude. Like, last night I went, of all places, to Taco Bell. Taco Bell, traditional Mexican food. Which, by the way, I have to mention, it was, there was some study that came out a little bit ago, and everyone was in an uproar about it because it said Taco Bell is the #1 preferred Mexican food in America, and everyone was like, oh, the white people, oh, how sad is that? Is it sad? There's thousands and thousands of locations for Taco Bell. Of course they're the #1 most consumed Mexican food, if you can even call it that. But, you know, it's not going to be your local place. You know, oh, I love El Takoyama. Well, they don't have those all over the country. They don't have your favorite neighborhood Mexican food spread out by the thousands and thousands all over the country. So people are very excited. They're very excitable about these things. But anyways, I go to Taco Bell, traditional Mexican food, and first off, I order some hideous thing like the Crunch Wrap Supreme, and they're going, we're out of sour cream. And so I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then I order the rest of the food, and I get up there to pay, and the guy hands me the soda with no ice, and he goes, "Oh yeah, the ice machine's broken, so your soda doesn't have any ice." And I mean, in my head, I'm thinking, well, shouldn't you just give that to me for free then? Like, soda's free. We don't have ice. We can't make it like enjoyable. It's kind of just gross. It's just sitting here. Just take the soda. If you're gonna hand me a cup of lukewarm soda with no ice and not tell me about it till after I've paid, you should probably just go, "Hey, we didn't charge you for it," or tell me beforehand and ask me if I still want it. You did it with the sour cream. Why not do it with the ice? So I asked the guy, I go, "Hey, what gives? What gives with this situation? You know, what's happening? It seems like all over the place we're running low on a lot of different supplies." And been kind of picking up. Have you been picking up on that? But a lot of places are running out of stuff. Even at the supermarket, a lot of the different waters are gone. There's like, it's weird. But I was asking the guy, "Hey, what's going on? Is the world just melting or what?" Trying to be polite, little jovial. And he goes, yeah, yeah. And he's really rude to me. Just, buh, buh. So his attitude towards me was very shitty. He didn't care. "Oh, I just handed you a cup of lukewarm soda water, 0 ice, and I charged you for it. And didn't tell you till I handed it to you." He didn't want to deal with it. He didn't want to deal with me. He goes, "I don't make enough." He told me, he's like, "Hey man, I don't know. I don't make enough to know what's going on with that." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So, I don't know. I guess they should be getting paid more, but I don't know. It just seems disgusting. I'm done. I think that the fast food world needs to die. No more